yam 20, potato 20, akara 10. Let's go down memory lane. We remember the time when, especially on Saturdays like this, in the evening, the best time to actually get akara, hot akara, yam and potato. It's a tradition back then. Most times we don't even want to eat anything in the house. We'll go and buy akara, yam and potato. Now let's make it. I blended my akara. After blending it, I sliced my yam. I slantly cut the yam. The potato, I cut it slant. You see this akara, they put the grated pepper and the onions. They will now separate the akara, just like I'm doing in here. They will separate the akara batter before they start putting salt. When I asked why, they said so it doesn't make the akara turn to water quickly. They put it into smaller portions before they now add their salt. So that is exactly what I'm doing in here. I'm going to be adding the salt into the akara and I'm going to whisk that properly before frying. I also added salt into the potato and also the yam. After mixing the akara and everything, I'm frying into the oil. I already put my oil on fire, so it will be bit hot. I put in a small portion of the akara just to test the oil. This is usually the size they used to sell back then. Sometimes a little bit bigger actually. Every time you will queue for akara no they ever done. Akara you go wait for tire. They fry it based on the requirement, so it's always akara, potato, then yam. Yam is usually the most expensive among it, so most times people don't really go for it because of how expensive it is, but it's sweeter when it's very hot. After frying the akara, you go with the potato. You fry the potato. After frying potato, you go in with the yam, and akara, yam and potato is ready. Now about the sauce. Their sauce every time is onions and pepper, and it's always very sweet. So you put onions inside your oil. Make sure the onions is very plenty because we're just following their style. After then, I added in some chicken stock. This one is just for extra taste and flavor. And we're going to leave that to fry for a minute. So after frying it for a minute, I just went ahead to seasoning it properly. You can season with any seasoning of your choice. This is my favorite seasoning, so I'm going to season that and I'll leave that for extra minutes, and my sauce is ready. You that you have money, this you that will not go and add more into it. Sometimes after the first batch of the sauce is finished, they just take raw pepper and onions, they put inside the plastic, and you see that hot oil that they use in frying the yam and akara, they will now pour it inside that pepper, then leave it to cook, and that's it though. And this thing is always very sweet. Now when it's time for you to buy, they will not take newspaper, all this old newspaper. That's what they used to use to sell it. They will place the newspaper inside the nylon like I did in here. Then you take the yam 20, potato 20, akara 10. That's the way we used to buy it back then. And guess what? That will fill you to the brim most of the time. Sometimes we just buy 30 naira so that we can use the many 20 naira change to buy biscuits. Can you relate to this? Let me know in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in another one. Bye guys.